Hello everyone, myself Avinash Ojha, and today we will learn about chapter demand. Here some learning objectives are given: meaning of demand, determinants of individual demand and market demand, demand function and schedule, law of demand, reasons for law of demand, exceptions to law of demand, movement along the demand curve, and last, shift in demand curve. We explain it one by one. Meaning of demand. Demand is the quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing and able to buy at each possible price during a given period of time. Demand for a commodity may be either with respect to an individual or to the entire market, in which two types of demand: individual demand and market demand. Individual demand refers to the quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing and able to buy at each possible price during a given period of time. Market demand. It refers to the quantity of commodity that all consumers are willing and able to buy at each possible price during a given period of time. Determinants of individual demand and market demand. Determinants of individual demand, in which 5 factors affect to the individual demand. First, price of the given commodity. It is most important factors affect to the demand because an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Second, price of related goods. Demand is also affected by change in price of the related goods. Related goods are two types: substitute goods and complementary goods. Substitute goods are those goods which can be used in place of one another for satisfaction of a particular one. An increase in the price of substitute leads to an increase in the demand for a given commodity, and vice versa. Example, tea and coffee. Complementary goods. It is those goods which are used together to satisfy a particular one. An increase in the price of complementary goods leads to decrease in the demand for a given commodity, and vice versa. Example, pen and ink. Third, income of the consumer. Demand for commodity is also affected by income of the consumer. However, the effect of change in income on demand depends on the nature of the commodity under consideration. If the given commodity is normal goods, then an increase in income leads to rise in its demand, while a decrease in income reduces the demand. If the given commodity is an inferior goods, then an increase in income reduces the demand, while a decrease in income leads to rise in demand. As example, suppose income of a consumer increases. As a result, the consumer reduces consumption of toned milk and increases consumption of full cream milk. In this case, toned milk is an inferior good for the consumer and full cream milk is a normal good. Next, taste and preferences. Taste and preferences of the consumer directly influence the demand for a commodity. They include changes in fashion, customs, habits, etc. If a commodity is in a fashion or is preferred by the consumer, then demand for such commodity rises. On the other hand, demand for a commodity falls if the consumers have no taste for that commodity. And last, expectation of change in the price in future. If the price of certain commodity is expected to increase in near future, then price will buy more of that commodity than what they normally buy. There exists a direct relationship between expectation of change in the price in future and change in the demand in the current price of this period. For example, if the price of petrol is expected to rise in future, its present demand will increase. Determinants of market demand. There are certain special features of market demand which are not observed in case of individual demand. Market demand is influenced by all the factors affecting individual demand for a commodity. In addition, it is also affected by the following factors. First, size and composition of population. Market demand for a commodity is affected by size of population in the country. Increase in population raises the market demand, while decrease in population reduces the market demand. Season and weather. The seasonal and weather condition also affect the market demand for a particular commodity. For example, during winters, demand for woolen cloths and jackets increases, whereas market demand for raincoat and umbrellas increases during the rainy season. Third and last, distribution of income. If income in the country is equitably distributed, then market demand for commodities will be more. However, if income distribution is uneven, people are either very rich or very poor, then market demand will remain at lower level. Demand function. It shows the relationship between quantity demanded for a particular commodity and the factors influencing it. With respect to one consumer, individual demand function, or to all consumers in the market is market demand function. First, individual demand function. It refers to the functional relationship between individual demand and the factors affecting to individual demand, as it expressed by capital Dx is equal to F in bracket Px, Pr, Y, T and F. Capital Dx is equal to demand for commodity X, Px is equal to price of the given commodity X, Pr is equal to price of related goods, Y is equal to income of the consumer, T is equal to taste and preferences, and F is equal to expectation of change in the price in future. Market demand function. Market demand function refers to the functional relationship between market demand and the factors affecting to market demand. Here it expressed capital Dx is equal to F in bracket Px, Pr, Y, T, F, Po, S and D. Here last three factors. Po is equal to size and composition of population, S is equal to season and weather, and D is equal to distribution of income. Demand schedule. Demand schedule is a tabular statement showing various quantities of a commodity being demanded at various level of price during a given period of time. It shows the relationship between price of a commodity and its quantity demanded. Here, two types of demand schedule. First, individual demand schedule, and second, market demand schedule. Individual demand schedule refers to a tabular statement showing various quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing to buy at various level of price during a given period of time. Here table shows a hypothetical demand schedule for commodity X. As seen in the schedule, quantity demanded for X increases with a decrease in its price. The consumer is willing to buy 1 unit at ₹5. When price falls to ₹4, demand rises to 2 units. Market demand schedule. Market demand schedule refers to a tabular statement showing various quantities of a commodity that all the consumers are willing to buy at various level of price during a given period of time. It is sum of the all individual demand schedule at each and every price. Market demand schedule can be expressed capital D is equal to DA plus DB plus so on, Let us assume that A and B are two consumers for commodity X in the market. Your table shows that market demand schedule is obtained by horizontally summing the individual demand. As seen in table 3.2, market demand is obtained by adding demand of household A and B at different prices. At rupees 5 per unit, market demand is 3 units. When price falls to rupees 4, market demand rises to 5 units. So, market demand schedule also shows the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Law of demand. Law of demand states the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, keeping other factors constant. This phrase, keeping other factors remain constant, is used to cover the following assumptions on which the law is based. First, price of related goods, including substitute and complementary, do not change. Second, income of the consumer remain the same. Third, there is no expectation of change in price in future. Fourth, taste and preferences of the consumer remain the same. Law of demand can be better understood with the help of given schedule and diagram. By the schedule clearly shows that more and more units of commodity are demanded when price of the commodity falls. As seen by this diagram, demand curve DD slopes downward from left to right, indicating an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Reasons of law of demand. Let us now try to understand why does the law of demand operate, that why does the consumer buy more at lower price than at higher price. The various reasons for operating of law of demand. First, law of DMU or diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility states that as we consume more and more units of commodity, the utility derived from each successive units goes on decreasing. So, demand for commodity depends on its utility. If a consumer gets more satisfaction, he will pay more. As a result, consumer will not be prepared to pay the sum price of additional unit of the commodity. The consumer will buy more units of the commodity only when the price falls. Substitution effect. Substitution effect refers to the substituting one commodity in place of other when it becomes relatively cheaper. When price of the given commodity falls, it becomes relatively cheaper as compared to its substitute. As a result, demand for the given commodity rises. For example, if price of given commodity as like Pepsi falls with no change in the price of its substitute as like Coke, then Pepsi will become relatively cheaper and will be substituted for Coke. That demand for Pepsi will rise. Third, income effect. Income effect refers to the effect on demand when real income of the consumer changes due to change in price of the given commodity. When price of the given commodity falls, it increasing the purchasing power of the consumer increases. As a result, he can purchase more and more given commodity with the same money income. Additional customers. When the price of a commodity falls, many new consumers who were not in a position to buy it earlier due to its high price start purchasing it. In addition to new consumer, old consumer of the commodity start demanding more due to its reduced price. Last, different uses. Some commodities like milk, electricity, etc. have several uses, some of which are more important than the others. When price of such a goods As like milk increases, its uses get restricted to the most important purpose, as like drinking, and demand for less important uses like cheese and butter etc. get reduces. However, when the price of such a commodity decreases, the commodity is put to all its uses, whether important or not. Exceptions to law of demand. First, given goods. Given goods are those goods, is a special kind of inferior goods on which the consumer spends a large part of his income and their demand rises with an increase in price and demand falls with decrease in price. For example, in our country, it is often seen that when price of coarse cereal like jowar and bajra falls, the consumers have a tendency to spend less on them and shift over to superior cereals like wheat and rice. This phenomenon, popularly known as Giffen's paradox, was first observed by Sir Robert Giffen. Second, status symbol goods or goods of ostentation. The exceptions related to certain prestige goods which are used as status symbol. Example, diamond, gold, antique painting etc. are bought due to prestige they confer upon the possessor. These are wanted the rich persons for prestige and distinctions. The higher the price, the higher will be the demand for such goods. Fear of shortage. If the consumer expects a shortage of scarcity of a particular commodity in the near future, then they would start buying more and more of that commodity in the current period, even if their prices are rising. The consumer demand more due to fear of further rise in prices. Ignorance. Consumers may buy more of a commodity at higher price when they are ignorant of the prevailing prices of the commodity in the market. Fashion-related goods. Goods related to fashion do not follow the law of demand, and their demand increases even with a rise in their prices. If any particular type of dress is in fashion, then the demand for such dress will increase even if its price is rising. Necessity of life. Another expectation occurs in the uses of such commodities, which becomes necessity of life due to their constant use. For example, commodities like rice, wheat, salt, medicines, etc. are purchased even if their prices increases. Last, change in weather. With change in season and weather, demand for certain commodities also changes irrespective of any changes in their prices. For example, demand for umbrellas increases in rainy season even with the increases in their prices. Here, movement along demand curve. It's also known as change in quantity demanded. When quantity demanded of a commodity changes due to a change in its price, keeping other factors constant, it is known as change in quantity demanded. It is graphically expressed as a movement along the same demand curve. There can be either a downward movement, expansion in demand, or an upward movement, contraction in demand along the same demand curve. Let us understand the movement along demand curve with the help of diagram. By this diagram, OP quantity is demanded at a price of OP. Change in price leads to an upward or downward movement along the same demand curve. Upward movement when prices rises to OP2, quantity demanded falls to OQ2, known as contraction in demand, leading to an upward movement from A to C along the same demand curve DD. Downward movement, on the other hand, fall in price from OP to OP1 leads to an increase in quantity demanded from OQ to OQ1, known as expansion in demand, resulting in a downward movement from A to B along the same demand curve DD. Shift in demand curve. It's also known as change in demand. Demand curve is drawn to show the relationship between price and quantity demanded of a commodity, assuming all other factors being constant. However, other factors are bound to change sooner or later. A change in one of the other factors shifts the demand curve. Here various reasons for shift in demand curve. Change in price of substitute goods, change in price of complementary goods, change in income of consumer, change in taste and preferences, expectation of change in price in future, change in population, change in distribution of income, and change in season and weather. Let us understand the concept of shift in demand curves with the help of diagram. Here by this diagram, demand for commodity is OQ at a price of OP. Change in other factors leads to a rightward or leftward shift in the demand curve. Rightward shift when demand rises from OQ to OQ1, known as increase in demand, at the same price of OP. It leads to a rightward shift in demand curve from DD to D1D1. Leftward shift, on the other hand, fall in demand from OQ to OQ2, known as decrease in demand, at the same price of OP, leads to a leftward shift in demand curve from DD to D2, D2. Hope all of you get enjoyed. Thank you. We will meet at next